coaster. This has not been my couple weeks here. Back up to over 100K. Can we win a flip? Day 2 of the Big O 10K buy-in starts in 1 hour. Did a good job yesterday. Got 2.5 starting stacks after playing for 3 1-hour levels. Back with Alan Kessler at the table today for the second day in a row, which is good news for us. We like playing Alan. He's very tight. Still 2 hours of registration left, so we're very early. About 35% of the field remains, and it's a 4-day tournament. So there's a long grind, hour-long levels throughout. Big O, if you don't know, we've talked about it before on this channel. It's a split pot game. 5 cards dealt to you. It plays just like PLO 8 with an extra card. Half the pot goes to the best high hand, half the pot goes to the best low hand, but there's a qualifier. It's got to be 3 cards, 8 or below on for the low side of the pot. Aces, key card, as it is in split pot games. It can make the nuts on both sides. Ace, ace, deuce, etc. Super premiums. The thing you don't want to be doing in this game is drawing to win half the pot. That's a very bad spot. Want to have one half locked up, drawing to the other half, free rolling yourself, 3/4ing people, that sort of thing. So that's what we're looking for today. Probably make the money late this evening, knock on wood. Plan B, we're not going to think about. There's not much else to play. There's a 10K Super Turbo Bounty.
Let's fucking go!
Faraz is actually here. I told you guys he lived here sometimes. Are you playing the 10K?
10K Super Turbo Bounty.
Super Turbo
You
Bounty.
won a bracelet in 1 day.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bargain to me.
End of the night for Oz. We're going to be on his rail celebrating after we bag.
That'll be fun.
Good luck. I hope to not see you in that field. Yeah, so the idea with Big O is not to be drawing to win half the pot. That's just a bad spot to be. A low doesn't come in every time, right? So you can play high-only hands, especially in multi-way pots. So if you look down at something, I say an ace is important, but let's say you look down at king, king, queen, queen, jack, double suited, something like that. Doesn't mean you can't play it just because you don't have an ace, but you better be ready to get out of there if a low draw presents itself and all of a sudden you're getting free rolled yourself. But if you go like 5 ways to a pot, the value of that hand goes up quite a bit, because if you make the high, you're probably going to win, and then you can chop up guys who are going for the low. It's all situational. You don't want to be piling in money without an ace usually. There's nuances to everything. Stack sizes matter, position matters, so just a basic general idea of the game. You want to make the nuts. You want to lock up a pot. You want to pile in money, put yourself in good situations over and over and over again. People who are playing too many pots are going to bleed in this game. Patience, picking your right spots, good starting hand selection, and then good hand reading, knowing when to go for value, knowing when to let it go. I'm saying a lot of very basic concepts here, but that's the idea. It all applies. The biggest mistake people make when they start playing 4 or 5 card games is to play too many hands, because everything looks good. You always have a flush draw. You always have a straight draw. That's not what's going to win this tournament. It's a grind, 4-day tournament. Let's get in there. Back in action. Back to the daily WSOP grind. Here we go. Big O, 10K. This is a big one.
I've only given a 1 or a 5. That's it.
That's all you need. 1 or 5.
Yeah, that's what I've been
What'd you
doing.
give him? Come on.
He's been trying to torch his chips for 2 days.
Oh, I meant the deal.
How do I catch strays in this? First break of the day, which is the registration break in Big O. We've gone to like 130K, which is just below where we were, but we've been on a little bit of a roller coaster. We headed up to 200 and we were down to 50. Played a big pot where a guy opened in middle position to 5,500 at the 2,500 big blind level. I find ace, ace, king, 7-5 with the nut suit on the button. Very strong hand. We want to get some more chips in there and maybe get heads up against this opener. We 3-bet it to 20K, which is the maximum allowed. We pot it. Kerry Katz in the small blind says he's going to punt because he kind of wants to go play the Super Turbo Bounty. So he goes all in for about 30K. Big blind folds. The original opener calls. I can only call. The action is not open. So I call. Flop is 5-3 deuce with 2 hearts. The guy in middle position goes all in. He doesn't have much more, like 20K total. So with all these chips in there, it's very possible he has ace 4 and we're just dead to a straight and the nut low. But we got backdoor diamonds, we got an overpair, we got some low stuff happening. We call, obviously, and we are up against it. He's got ace, king, 6-4 deuce with 2 hearts, pop the nut straight and the nut low, and has the flush redraw. We're trying extremely thin to get any portion of this pot, and Kerry had something stupid like king, jack, 4-3 deuce. It was a punt.
I didn't see the boost though.
Kerry makes a full house. This guy has the nut low, and I get nothing. So that knocked me all the way back down to starting. And then I got it all in with ace, jack, 8, 4 deuce with the nut suit, something like that, for like 18 bigs. feels like a scooper. And we made nut. So we made a full house with the jack 8, and then the ace deuce gave us the nut low, and that got us back up to over 100K, which is where we're sitting now. So chips are flying. Got to be on the right end of it. Put it in good, hope for the best. Registration is closing. 151 people left. 448 entered as of now, as people are late regging. About a third of the field is left, which means we're going to pay somewhere around 75, 76 players. Got to get through half the remaining people to get our min cash. It's going to be quite a while, I would imagine, towards middle to end of the day today. Hopefully we can build a stack and get there ourselves. 5-card drama. Let's go. Don't look, Alan. Just keep your eyes closed.
I told him he could just fold and I'll take the 15.
You don't lose all in pots, so I know if you put it in, you're going to win. Very sick 3-way all-in pot. Pre-flop razor opened. I called King, 10-7 deuce with suited king of clubs. And then the big blind came along. Pot was ace, king, 4 with 1 club. So we got second set, good low draw. Pre-flop razor continues. I call. The big blind check raise pots it, which is almost enough to put me all in. Pre-flop razor calls. We're obviously worried about aces. I don't think the big blind ever has aces, because he just called pre, and the pre-flop razor did not re-raise after getting check raised, so I don't think he has aces. I think our kings are good, probably up against some low draws. We go ahead and put all our chips in, which was barely any more. We only had them like 15K more, whatever. The turn comes out at 9 of clubs, so it gives us the nut flush draw to go with second set. The low does not come in. They get their remaining chips because they both have me covered, another 80K a piece or something. Cards are exposed. The big blind does have pocket aces, so that's not good. Second set is no good, but we do have the nut flush draw and a low draw. The other guy has a wheel wrap, basically, so any low card that's not a club, basically he's going to make a straight. Holy shit. Wow, just drills the 5. The non-club 5. And somehow the offsuit 5 comes in. The guy has deuce 3, no club, no board pair. He scoops, and he started the pot with like 900K. So he's definitely the tournament chip leader now. Sends us out about 30 away from the money, and we bust literally like 3 minutes before late reg ends in the $800 no limit hold'em tournament. Max late reg that, and that's the last thing we can play today. But very upset that we ran so deep in this big O and then ran into that super cooler right at the end. Gross. The daily vlogs are back this summer at the WSOP, and this year I want to bring one of you down to Vegas with me to play the main event. All you have to do is subscribe. If this channel hits 10K subscribers before the main event starts, I'll give away at least one main event seat, 50-50 stake, put you up in a hotel room, give you some one-on-one coaching both before and during the event. Hopefully see you win the thing. Like, subscribe, share with family and friends so we can hit my personal goal of making 10K subs this summer. And then we'll see one of you in Vegas. One of the first hands we play, guy opens from +2. Big blind's at 3K, he opens to 7K. I find ace king of spades in the small blind. Go ahead and shove my short stack all in there. He snap calls with pocket queens. Can we win a flip? Flop is... That's a good card, that's a bad card. Queen high, jack of spades. All right. That's all she wrote. Nothing else to play tonight. Super cooler out of the big O. Second set over top set. Nut flush draw doesn't get there. Low draw, no good. And then one hand in the $800 no limit hold'em tournament where we lose a flip. This has not been my couple weeks here. Honestly, ever since the 10K GG Millions deep run we had, nothing going my way. Pretty terrible. Obviously we've had a couple cashes, but nothing good and nothing to absorb these big losses. So they're stacking up. We're not even halfway through the summer though. All it takes is one, but hopefully we have many. It's gonna put a wrap on our poker night tonight. Vegas Golden Knights lost the Stanley Cup in a terrible game where they didn't score a single goal. Thankfully I didn't bet the over on that one. A little bit of sadness starting to sink in. Not deflated, not depressed. Very hopeful still. There's a lot of poker left to be played. The main event is still on the horizon. Not loving how things are shaping up thus far. I feel very lucky to do what I do, to be here, to be able to live this life, to bring you guys into it with me. Man, it is, can be a grind. I'm very glad I had a day off there to enjoy some semblance of reality. Existing in a casino for 7 weeks straight is not normal. I'm lucky to do it. I know a lot of people would trade lives with me in a heartbeat, and for that, I'm appreciative. That doesn't mean there are not downsides. You know, watching the running totals go down, down, down just makes that already weird, atypical lifestyle questionable when you're losing money while you're doing it, right? I still feel great, healthy, positive, hopeful, not giving up, obviously. That said, the World Series Poker Summer has not been where I put up my best results historically. And I'd like to change that. I'd like to make a final table here in the summer. I'd like to win a bracelet. I'd like to have a largely positive summer. Put up fantasy points this year. None of those things are happening so far. Let's hope that changes. A weird day tomorrow where I don't have, basically the only thing I can play is the 25k PLO, and I was not planning on playing it. And I know I just took a day off. I don't know that I want to hop into what is not one of my best games for a price point that I wasn't planning on. I've always been a big proponent of sticking to the game plan, knowing what you're playing, why you're playing it, when you're playing it. So I hate to say, let's take a day off, but like that's what the schedule says I'm supposed to do tomorrow. TBD, we'll see what's happening, how I feel. Maybe sports again, I don't know. I'm heading back to the Airbnb now. No poker left to be played. See you tomorrow one way or another. Good night.